Hey everyone, welcome back. Gonna do some American 8.0, 9.0. I didn't remember when I first threw this in. I was thinking I wanted to play the 163 and the Bradley because I hadn't played them in a while. I didn't realize the MBT-70 was still in this lineup. So yeah, we're gonna run this through and you're gonna see, is the MBT-70 still relevant? At 9.0 with Leopard L44s, pay to win, they should be 9.0, and XM1s running around the map like chickens with their heads cut off, and then leaving as soon as they die the first time. 8.7, which they all should just be 9.0. The Leopards 2s, or the Leopard A1A1s, and the L44s, and it should be 9.0. But the battle BR decompression, and that's a whole nother subject that I don't care to discuss. But we're going to jump in the Bradley, give it a shot. I had played the Warrior earlier tonight, and it's just frustrating. The Warrior shoots so damn slow. It's just frustrating. But this is the Bradley. The little ATGM launcher, little raising and lowering thing, I guess, is this thing's Achilles, because as soon as you stop with the Warrior, you can fire your missile. With this, you have to stop, wait for it to deploy, and then you get two missiles. So balancing, or whatever you call it. And the Bradley's gun fires a lot faster, and I have my Sabo high pen rounds unlocked for this. It's pretty quick. You look at the map, everybody's rushing to the A point, or to the C point and the B point here on Mozdok. Usually by now there's a Leopard over there shooting into this crossover. Why there's not, I don't know. It must be some slow spawning or something, but they all usually are there by now and firing at you as you run across that open area. So in front of me, here's our first XM1 victim. I think that's him. No, that's the one that goes the other way. There's another XM1 off to my right. You can tell the inexperience of the players. That's a terrible place to be. And then you turn broadside to enemy tanks. Like, again, T-62, why are you on top of that hill? Inexperience. Which is why I've always said there should not be you should not be able to buy into the game at 9.0. Which, I understand why they do it, because that's what people want to pay money for, and that's what they do. You know, they want to make money. The company is to make money, so people want to buy into modern tanks. They don't want to grind through World War II and stuff, so they just buy into an XM1 and they drive out and get killed. And that guy left the match. Awesome. Love it. So I'm scanning, seeing if there's anybody going to try to flank. Which, again, inexperience on the L44s, all the other players, because you should absolutely flank on that part of the map. There's, coming from that north side, there's a ton of ways to flank around the east and to the south. So I'm going to try to support the M551 and the XM1 that's over here trying to fight these at the point. I see a Leopard fire there. I'm going to take a shot at him, and my missile, have to wait for it to deploy, and it is just off a hair. But his barrel's out, so I know I can move, but there's probably like 4 more behind those rocks, so I'm going to take it easy. And then I hear that. Yeah, the Royal Canadian. I give him props. He rushed the cap, got into a plane, shut his engine down, did his first quiet bombing. Whatever, it happens. So my goal for doing this lineup was to play the 163, which I hadn't played in a long time. Now, if you haven't played the 163 before, the radar is very specific, directional. Like, you have to look at a target, lock your radar before you will get your aiming reticle and get it to lock in. And I'm having difficulty getting it lined up and hitting the right button. So I tried to fire some blind shots, missed, just wasn't quite leading it enough. Again, bombing with his engine off so the enemy can't hear you and look and see where you're at. So I'm going to miss all my shots. because the M163, while it's great once you get a target lock for shooting down planes at 20 mil, they've improved it a little bit. It just eats through planes, like it does in real life. Not on this particular platform, but that gun is used on every modern jet, Sea Whiz, everything. And you can see me cycling through the buttons trying to get the radar lock and figure it out, because it just wouldn't lock. So Focke-Wulf's going to come in. I can hear him. He's picked up a lot of speed. I'm just not leading it enough. Still can't get the lock. And for something I haven't played in a very long time, it's hard to shoot this gun and aim it. Like once you get it, like once you've done it a few times, you don't even need the radar anymore. It's a really good anti-aircraft, in my opinion. Some people like the Gepard because you only have to hit them with one round and it just destroys the plane. I think this takes a little more skill. So you see there's going to be an Alouette firing from there. I'm just going to spray and try to knock it. Very hard to hit the helicopter from way out there, especially without the lock, and I had given up at this point. Now there used to be, I don't know if they changed it or they fixed it or whatever, but you used to be able to shoot down incoming missiles, but I didn't pull that one. And he was down to, what, one left anyway. So now we're going to get to the whole point. I almost left the match. I was frustrated. This is, again, I don't know what it is. At the end of the night, it seems like I start having my best rounds. MBT-70. When this thing was first introduced, it was a monster. There was nothing else that could compete with it on the battlefield. This was pre XM1, pre L44, A1A1. I think it was even pre A1A1, or it came out right around the same time. 152 millimeter gun. It gets darts and it gets missiles. The missiles are a little bit janky until you get used to them, but once you unlock the darts, APFSDS, as some people want to be specific. So you see we're pushed all the way back to Cap and C. This match is pretty much over. So I'm going to work my way around this way. The odds are the enemy is not looking at this corner of the map. So we're going to push around. This thing has a early turbine. This is what the XM1 and then eventually the Abrams was based off of. And I'm going to see a shot. And I got two lined up. Double kill, one round. A TAM and a VL or VT-17. Yeah, both of them are paper tanks. They have no armor, and I'm firing 152 millimeter Sabo. Got a Leopard 1 up on the hill. Leopard 2. I get the driver, or I'm sorry, I shoot right through the ammo. He didn't have enough for me to detonate it, but I get the gunner and the engine. Take a secondary shot all the way through the tank. I see this M48 GA. He's been hurting my team, but I also see a Centauro. I think that's a Centauro, and they're dangerous, so I put him out of his misery. You see the 48 is looking right at me. I'm going to take back this CCAP and start working this out for the team. Now, I'm worried about planes because I did just kill 4 guys in a matter of 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Odds are somebody's in a plane, but we have jets up. But just as a safety precaution, I'm going to go ahead and pop some smoke, let this cat work through. Hopefully my team will respawn. If you can see, I got one guy that took A. I got one guy kind of over in the middle by those rocks, which is actually a really good spot if you're a good sniper. And I got 2 guys coming up behind me. I thought about waiting. I like to wait on caps if I can, but I was really in the zone with the game. I was kind of glancing at them, but I was like, they are not going to make it. They're not pushing hard enough or fast enough. Waiting to see if anyone peeks. Let my other teammates kind of catch up. So he's in a position like up towards B. I got another guy coming up behind me. Try to see if they flank across this left side, but I guess they adjusted the map for this particular map, and you can't get up around that top edge right now. So I'm going to go ahead and push out, because it appears like they're not pushing. I figured they would rush right back to get back at me. Nashorn got killed. We have a UH-1 up, which is good. It's got good missiles. Looks like he's taking down some people. We're capping the B point, so I figure it's safe to get up to there, and I got that guy pushing left. Again, trusting my team. It gets me killed sometimes, but sometimes it actually works out. And speed of this tank, I can really push. Looks like somebody tried to bomb me. Another 335, that Royal Canadian guy. He just crashed. I don't want to push into the B for the cap. I want to try to get on this back edge where they try to hide and shoot into the cap. I'm looking over at A. There's people capturing in A. Ugh. He braked half a second before I pulled the trigger. But he's in an L44. Come on, reload. And we're going to take him out. Now there was a shot right in front of me just before I fired. So I look down and there's another one. He's not looking at me because I'm where I'm not supposed to be. Another A1A1 taken out. So the B is open. I'm not going to push into the B. I'm going to continue to save for my team. So that goes in. I take out, looks like his commander, his gunner, and his engine. So I know he hasn't moved. He's in the same spot. I moved a little bit, so that shot's off. Went just underneath the ammo. But I'll readjust. Leopards have no armor. Not what's considered Sabo. And he's going to be gone. Another L44 out of the mix. Technically, I'm kind of sort of spawn camping, and I really hate doing that this early. If you don't own all 3 cap points, in my opinion, you should not spawn camp. He was up and over the hill, and I just kind of reacted. Realizing where I'm at, waiting on my team to rush. If you see them, they're coming up that center road. Just kind of hanging out. We got a guy flanking hard. I'm pretty sure it's a 906 who's flanking out far to the east. And I'm just waiting to see if they're going to respawn, if I'm going to get killed by a jet. You can see there's a G91 up. Hate that stupid plane. Another pay to win. People buy that just so they can have ground strike ability at this tier to go with their L44s. Got some anti-air up. Take care of him. That's the Royal Canadian, so that's some good payback from that 335 that killed me earlier. I think that puts him out of the match. I'm not sure. But he rushed, got a cap, got into a plane, got like 1 or 2 kills, died, and all he could respawn in is a Gepard. So teammate's going to start doing there. Another M48, take care of him, back up my team. Go ahead and capture this B point for the extra points. Now I don't want to push over to the A point. I'm going to let my team do that. There's a jet up. That missile was clearly meant for me, so are those. And he crashes into the ground. And that's normally what happens when you get those jets. Guys don't know how to fly them. They don't realize the acceleration that they have. And they'll fire 2 missiles and they'll just collide with the ground or something. They'll miss their shots. Because those missiles work great if you hit your target. So I'm going to move up to this little peak spot. I see my guy is fighting somebody over here. The Magak 3. So I'm going to try to help him. And I catch a glimpse of something moving off to my left. So I'm going to sneak up here, see if I can get a shot at him. Can't find him. I saw something driving. Don't know what it is. And it's going to be probably a Leopard 1 or an RU. RU-251. There it is. That's the same guy that just crashed in the jet. I'm going to back up, get to a little safe spot. I'm going to get it back over here to help out my teammate and take out another Gepard. Help out your teammates. Stop rushing around by yourself. Pay attention to the minimap. I can't stress it enough. So I'm going to try to get down on this little gully, thinking that might be a bad idea, so I'm going to back out. And I get a bounce a shot from a Leopard A1A1, which is insane. You never bounce those. Oh, I'm sorry, OF40. Basically an A1A1. So, think about getting in a plane, but I'm looking at the kill feed and the map, and we don't need a plane. Was that like 8 kills in the MBT? So I jump in the M60 AOS. Terribly terrible stock tank. It's underpowered stock. It does have a good stabilizer. The gun is good if you shoot it properly. No, it's not a dart. You can't just drive around like a chicken with your head cut off and just shoot whatever you want. Wherever you want. You have to aim. And it works just fine. So we're going to push back up. I know that OF40 is out there. He's very dangerous. Very powerful tank. I got 1, 2, 3 guys ahead of me. They're not going to last much longer. The 906 that was back in the back corner on the east spawn camping, he didn't pay attention to the map or anything, because he would have seen that OF40 drive out. He would have seen me and that other guy get killed. He would have seen everything. Like, pay attention to the map. That guy was spotted. I hit him with my machine guns. He would have seen him. But he didn't. And he's dead now. So we got a plane come in. Looks like he's trying to bomb probably that OF40. We're trying to strafe the guy. I'm looking to see where he's at on the map. There's no anti-air up, so that's good. Got some artillery, and he's read the chat. There's 2 by B. So I know I got at least 2 people over here by B. And there's one with a hit. And that's a Bagel Panzer. He's gone. ZSU 57 got him. That's a dangerous... Bagel Panzer's dangerous. So I know there's still another one by B. I'm imagining it's that OF40. I figured he was somewhere up here. I see the spot on the mini-map. I'm thinking that's the OF40, but I see it's another M48. I think that same guy is taken out, or somebody's brought out like 3 of those M48s. And I get shot by guess who? The OF40. Now he does the smart thing and he retreats. Because my turret's still operational. I got a stabilizer. But he can cut between those 2 buildings on my left and get a shot in my side. Or he can peek back over that hill. How he didn't kill me the first time, probably because he shot too far behind me instead of hitting the ammo in the front. So I got lucky. But I'm going to repair and wait for him. And he's not going to show up. Is he going left? Is he going right? I'm thinking he's maneuvering back there. I got one guy over there spawn camping, so he seems to have that area on lockdown. We got a couple planes up. I hear a helicopter. And my engine's back online. Now he's going to peek, not very knowingly, that I have a stabilizer, so I can do that. Take out his gunner, take out his breach. Now he's either going to run really, really far away and pop smoke, but I'm not going to push in front. I know I have breach 20 to 30 seconds. This is where, if I had more damn horsepower, this tank would be a lot better. I got to get the upgrade. So I'm going to push over instead of going straight at him, because he could easily outrun me and just stay away from me, and the match is almost over and I want my last kill. So I'm going to circle around to this side, and he is just sitting there waiting to be shot. And I get my kill. Revenge. And that's pretty much going to do it for this match. 12 kills. 2 captures. No plane action this time, but that's okay. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hopefully you guys want to see something, and I'll do my best to put it up. Thanks. Take it easy.